Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I needed to go and clear my throat because it was becoming quite irritating. I'm sure it must have even been more irritating for you guys to listen to. So, like I was saying, you also need to ask about the areas of concern if you're in the cleaning space because people have different things that they are concerned about. So, houses in Abuja are really crap, apart from those houses that were built by FCDA. That's the Federal Capital Development Authority that they used to handle lots of the constructions, houses and bridges and those sorts of things. So, every single house that I enter into has mold. And every single mom that I know in Abuja does not like mold. So every single mom, including my wife, always complains about the mold. But unfortunately, husbands or people like me have kind of accepted that it doesn't matter, Jerry. Any single house that you enter into in Abuja, the first thing you do is you do painting, you do screeding, but then after a while, the mold will start to grow. And in fact, those of you in the building industry, please, you guys need to take this thing seriously because I really think we're causing all kinds of health hazards. What else? Health hazards, allergies, and all kinds of things for our kids. So please, you guys should be making your buildings up to spec because even in places like the UK where it rains all the time, and buildings are made of wood. Think about it. The buildings are made of wood, and then it rains half the year, and they don't grow mold. But then in a place like Abuja that is dry half the year, every single building has mold. I don't get it. So you need to ask about people's area of concern. Okay, sir, yeah, sure, we can do that. Okay, it's commercial, but so like what things are you concerned about there? Is it the mold in the building? Do you have mold? Or are you worried about equipment? What kind of equipment do you have at your office? And then do you have high ceilings, low ceilings? All these sorts of things. You need to ask because this will determine the kind of equipment that you use, whether you need to bring scaffolding onto the site. Because if the people have high ceilings, okay, like just take for instance the average Catholic church in Nigeria. The average Catholic church in Nigeria has a very high ceiling. So if you're going to do, is that commercial clean? No, Catholic church. Can we call that commercial? Okay, let's just call it commercial cleaning in this case. So you're doing commercial cleaning, but if you're going to do commercial cleaning for the neighborhood store, it's not the same thing as if you're going to do it for the Catholic church because the Catholic church would have high ceilings. So you need to bring scaffolding in, and if you're going to bring scaffolding in, you need to pay for the scaffolding. You need to pay for equipment to move the scaffolding in, all these sorts of things. Because somebody just calls and says, how much, and I say, okay, 10,000 per square meter. And then you show up to the site, and then you see that the site requires scaffolding. And you now call the person back. It will lead to a nasty quarrel. The person said, look, you told me it was 10,000 per square meter. It is 50,000 square meters. I have paid you 50,000, times 10,000. So go ahead and do the job. And you will start arguing back and forth like, no, I didn't realize that we need scaffolding and blah, blah, blah. So you can see why you need to be asking all these questions before you start delivering a quote. So areas of concern. Then you also need to ask about the kind of cleaning. Is it basic cleaning? Just sweep and mop. Let's see. Is it moving ready? Moving ready is when you clean the place sharp. You clean it tight so that all the person has to do is just carry their TV, carry their mattress, carry the whatever, and then just move into the place. And then the showroom cleaning. Showroom cleaning, on the other hand, is absolutely spotless. I walked into the showroom of GAC. GAC is Guangzhou Automobiles. Now, they have an office in Gariki that is not far from where I live, and they have some correct cars there. There's one Jeep I've been eyeing. It's called the GS8. That car is fire. You need to check it. The grille is something else. Keyless entry, fingerprint entry. You see the dash of the car is like iPad. It's just, I don't know, it's just something else. Independent controls on the seats. Let's see what else. Not four-wheel drives, as in each of the wheels can spin independently on their own. It's a fuel car, but as in this car is just it's to die for. I know people don't like Chinese cars, but as far as I'm concerned, man, that GS8, sweet car. And if I get some cool pepper right now, I'll go and buy me a GS8 and start flexing. Where was I? Yeah, so the showroom was spotless. As I entered into the showroom, I could see my own reflection on the ground. That was the level of cleaning and buffering and shining and whatever that they did to that floor. So there are different kinds of cleaning because the way you will clean my house is not the same way that you will clean a church. It's not the same way that you will clean a construction site. It's not the same way that you will clean a showroom. So you also need to ask people these kinds of conversations. If you are in the cleaning space and you're trying to do qualification and discovery. So I hope you guys can see the reason why this whole thing is important. And this is one of the reasons why lots of you are suffering in your business. You don't do qualification, you don't do discovery. You go straight to a proposal, you go straight to a price. And of course, your proposal is not tailored, is not accurate. Because if you're telling somebody 10,000 per square meters, I mean, that's all the person needs to go on. But if you just go through this simple process of what this woman did, now that I'm saying this thing, it sounds like it's long, but actually it was a sharp conversation. The woman was on the phone. If she stayed long, I think it was 10 minutes. And these were the kind of questions she was asking. Is it residential? Is it commercial? Is it industrial? Okay, when did you guys finish cleaning? Okay, what kind of equipment do you have there? So ceiling height, what do you think? Do you guys, what kind of paint did you use? Is mold going to be a problem? We can do mold treatment if that's important. Okay, what's the level of cleaning that we need here? Okay, is it showroom level or... Okay, I understand that you don't know all this information. You know what? Just take a WhatsApp video real quick. Just pan from left to right. Send it to me. Let me have a look at it. And then if there's any other question, I'll call you back. From there, we'll now be able to discuss pricing and timelines. That is, this long process I'm talking about was just 10 minutes. Sharp. And you should be doing something like that for your business as well. Whether you're a baker, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're an architect, whether you sell catfish, or... let me see. Even if you're a housing agent, because right now we're looking for a place to move into, you'll be surprised the number of housing agents that you call up and the only thing they ask is how many bedroom. That's the only question they ask. They don't ever ask any more questions outside that. You need to ask questions so you can show people the suitable house. Like there's one guy that asked me a couple of questions about the kids, about wifey, about this and different things about us. And there was one house that he said, well, it's within your price range, but okay, you won't like it. And then he started showing me expensive stuff. I thought he was trying to be, somehow. But I told him, no problem. Let me see it. And then we went there. And true, I didn't like it. Because the interior of the house was nice. But based on the things that me and wifey had said about our kids and all whatnot, isolated environment, plenty of dust, no neighbors. You think the house was built against the back of a bush. So, boys can just fly over at night and operate before you call police now. All these sorts of things. And as we're leaving, I realized that was possible because of the quality of questions, the quality of qualification and discovery that the guy had done. So he didn't even need to take me to the place because he knew, based on what me and this guy have been yarning and questions about him, his wife, the kids and everything, I know they will not like this place. So he said it now. Okay, I told you now, I knew you will not like this place. That if he's a young man who is just starting off, it's just him, he's not married, nothing. He just needs a pad, crashing here every once in a while. I would have showed the guy. But for you, I know that this thing was not good for you. So this is the reason why we have to do qualification and discovery. And this is how it helps our businesses improve. And this is how it helps us to close more deals. If you do qualification and discovery, your proposal is going to be spot on. Your quotation is going to be realistic. Your proposal, your everything is going to be relevant to the client. But the most important thing about qualification and discovery is that it sets you apart as the professional. Because think about it. This guy that called this woman when she was in Makurdi, we're in Nigeria now. So definitely, I'm sure this guy has called 3 or 4 people before her. And I bet you, the 4 people that he called before her, what they said was, okay, sir, yes, we can do it. It is 10,000 naira per square meter. And then he said, thank you very much. And then he cut the call. I'll call you back. And then he wrote that number down on a sheet of paper. Out of the 5 people, the way this woman responded, even if it's you, who you think is the professional? Everybody else just says 10,000 naira per square meter. The way the woman handled the conversation, you drop the phone. It's like, this woman, she knows her stuff. Okay, it's unusual that the woman is the one that is doing the cleaning, but she knows her stuff. This one is a professional. Let me go to their office, or let me check out their website. Let me whatever. That is the added advantage of doing good qualification and discovery. It sets us apart as a professional. We should be doing it, especially now that Nigerians are not doing qualifications and discovery at all. Now, I hope you guys are seeing how, when I say on the podcast that having a sales process will set you apart from the competition, will distinguish you from the competition. Qualification and discovery, phone game, how you handle conversations, these small things set you apart so that they will look at you as the professional and they will look at everybody else as the wheat and the chaff. So anyway, let me bring this to a close. If you'd like to connect with me to explore opportunities, the phone number is 080-6466-2140. The country code is +234 for those of you who are not Nigerian. That's my WhatsApp number. Please don't send me any links or pictures or PDFs or anything like that. I don't know you yet, so I'm not going to click on any strange thing. After we have a relationship, and if there is a need for us to explore more things in detail, then yeah, sure, you can send me the extra stuff. So thank you very much for your time and attention. I also promise you guys that we're going to do a book review by Jeremy Horowitz. The title of the book, sorry, let me look at my notes. Okay, Sell Like a Spy. Sell Like a Spy, The Art of Persuasion from the World of Espionage. So basically what we can learn about selling from spies and people in the diplomatic service. So we're going to go into the book review maybe tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow kids are going back to school, and then I also have some houses to view because I have to move from this current place where we live because wifey is fed up. What else? Arm robbers keep tackling our transformer anyhow. So NEPA wahala, the usual stuff that all of us in Nigeria are used to. So let me stop complaining. It's not as if you are not dealing with it too. So anyway, if I'm not on the road too much tomorrow and then looking at houses and doing repairs and moving and stuff like that, then we will go into the book review by Jeremy Horowitz, Sell Like a Spy, The Art of Persuasion. So thanks for your time and attention. I'll catch you guys at the next episode.